Hey friends, this is Dee-man Johnson III, and today we're going to watch Before the 90 Days Season 7. Hey Dee-man. Oh, hey Gino, what are you doing here? Well, I'm a bit sad. Why is that? Because I'm not in this season of Before the 90 Days. Ah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Gino. Well, no, it's okay, I guess, if you pee on me. God damn it, Gino, get out of here! I'm not gonna pee on you! I've told you how many times I'm not gonna pee on you! Go! Get! Well, I'll be back. Alright guys, this is Dee-man Johnson, and I hope you enjoy the show. I have my computer here, and I'm gonna watch the episode with y'all, and we're just gonna have a good time. This is episode 1. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I promise you I'll catch up this week, and then next week you'll see all the brand new episodes as they come out. So, let's give it a shot.
My name's Rayne. I'm from Espanola, New Mexico, and I'm 37 years old.
Here we're introduced to the chicken lady. Her name is Rayne, and she feeds chickens, and that's all she does. She's the chicken lady, just like how 90 Day UK has the chicken man. I love you, chicken.
Let that chicken live.
Oh! Okay, so maybe this lady's a little bit more intense than the chicken man. So, let's find out all about her.
I try to make contact with each and every one of them because they will actually notice. Like if you're looking at one and you only talk to that one, the other one will look at you.
God, what a creepy chicken. Okay, I get it. It's sort of like dogs. You pet one, the other dog gets jealous, and it's like, hey, mofo, where's my pets? I get it. I got it. I'm on it. These chickens have their own personality, just like any animal. You don't really have to explain that to us, lady.
Oh no, be nice to me. Be nice to me.
That's me in the comments. Oh, be nice to me. And then some guy is like, you predator, you should be on Chris Hansen. And I'm like, this isn't even a Chris Hansen show. This is the 90 Day show. You foreigner, you should be on 90 Day. I'm not even a foreigner and I'm married. I don't know why I'm making up these hypothetical situations that would never happen, but they'd never happen. So this lady's a really fun piece of work. She just tends to her chicken coop all day, I guess. It's like, what do you think she does for fun? I bet she just sits in a chair surrounded by her chicken family and just is like, I'm king of the chicken.
After those bad relationships, I gave up on dating altogether. But then 5 years ago, the man of my dreams fell on my lap.
So her love interest is this guy named Titty. I know that's not his real name, but that's what I'm gonna call him because I always hear them say Titty. Either that or Shitty. I hear them say one or the other. So her love interest is this guy, and he's blind. He can't see anything, and he's really devoted to God. But I swear to God, God hates him because when he was born, he had both his eyes. Here, let him explain it.
I am blind.
I like how he had to take off his glasses just to sell that point. It's like, hey, I'm Dee-man Johnson III, and I live in the Midwest, and I am nearsighted.
My friend climbed a tree, and an apple fell and hit me on my right eye.
That's why I say God hates him. Somebody was climbing a tree, and then the apple of Eden fell on his eyeball, and then it made him go blind in one eye, and so he can only see through one eye. So what does he do to that one good eye?
As a result of the impairment on the right eye, one evening I fell and I hit the left eye.
Ah, dang. So he fell, he hit his left eye, and then that led to blindness in that eye. Now he can't see out of either eyes. God hates you. I mean, that's the only explanation. He's like, I'm a devout Christian. I cannot have sex till marriage. God prays. And then God's like, here's an apple. You missed. It's not funny. It's really bad. I'm sorry. Chibi is probably a good person. So I always like to say these are potentially horrible people. Now, I think the chicken lady, Rayne, I think she's going to be a horrible person. Chibi, or Titty, so far does not seem like a horrible person. He seems normal. And that's good. We don't have too many normals on the show. We usually have weird, extravagant, and then we have, what the hell? Who's picking up all that money? Why is he doing that? That's, okay, anyway, we're talking about Chibi. Chibi. Let's keep talking about Chibi. Chibi.
I had sent some regular pictures of myself. And he didn't say you're pretty, nothing. I sent a picture of my booty. And I still didn't get a response.
So this is how she found out that Titty was blind. She sent him a booty picture and he did not respond at all. And then she was just like, you know, what's up?
She lodged in a complaint to me.
I've been hiding this tiny, minuscule little detail that affects my entire life. And that's the fact that I'm blind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to lie to somebody that you're not blind. I wonder how long he was going to keep it up. What if they met in real life and he was like, yes, of course I can see. Come on, let's go to the car. Don't worry, we're going to get to the car eventually. Okay, that's dumb, but you get the idea.
I was never looking for a blind man. I never even thought about it.
Well, that's fine, because he was never looking for you. Because he can't see. Because an apple fell on his eye. That's not funny, that's dumb. So this lady's really insecure. She's the queen of insecurities. It's like, we're having sex, lights off, you can't see my body. That's it. But with this guy being blind, she's like, ooh, that's great. He'll have no idea what I look like under here. Even though Stevie Wonder, he used to feel people's wrists to see if they were fat. And trust me, a blind person is gonna know your body more than a person with sight. I mean, that's just how I think. I'm pretty sure he's gonna know every single little curve, every single little Cheeto you have hidden, every single little love handle. And trust me, if he was searching me, I'd have a lot. He'd be like, what is this? I'd be like, that's my boob, sir. And he'd be like, what is this? That's still my boob, sir.
Him being blind is a huge turn on for me because you don't have to worry about looking at me. I can come out of the shower and he won't see me. Like, I'm gonna be so free.
Okay, so she's got a kink with blind people. And oh well, whatever. Who cares?
He attends church regularly, doesn't he?
And when it comes to cultural differences, it's like it doesn't really matter because like we have the same God.
Do y'all have the same God though? Do y'all really?
But I don't consider myself a Christian because I've seen a lot of the truth that's not mentioned in the Bible.
Oh no, she is crazy. All right, let's let her explain. Not all spiritual people are crazy, just like 99.9% of them.
For example, I know for a fact that aliens exist.
I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I would bet my life that there is something living out there, far, far away. They probably don't know we exist either, but there has to be something. The universe is so big and expansive, it goes on forever.
UFOs, Illuminati.
You're kind of losing me now.
These are all things that humans need to understand if we have any hope for the future.
Oh no. So we gotta follow your stuff to have hope for the future. Guaranteed, I'll not follow shit and I'll die not knowing anything's going on. Maybe that's why they call me a puppet. I just go through life not giving a shit about anything. Politics, whatever. Current events, whatever. Ooh, video game, nice.
Chidi, people like him keep on living the way they are, believing that they're with God when they really are not. I believe I can show Chidi the truth.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough sell to tell Titty. You gotta really listen, Chibi. There's aliens and they're all around us, and all they want is for us to be friends with chickens. That's it. That's all our alien overlord wants is for us to be friends with chickens. And if you're friends with chickens, then you're closer to our alien overlord. All hell, Zeldar.
I want to thank you, Lord, for introducing me to your daughter, Renee. God, indeed, I believe this is your doing.
That wasn't God who brought you, Renee. Trust me.
And now that I'm born again, I made a vow that I will never have sex with any woman until I get married to that woman.
So this will be fun. He's going to turn Renee into another Kimberly! And whatever else was the other lady who wanted sex really bad on the show. There was two of them. There was Kimberly and somebody else. I don't remember who the other person was, but their whole story arc was, I want to have sex with this person. And that was it. They were obsessed over it. Oh God. Rayne, please don't turn into another Kimberly. I think you're becoming something different though. I don't think you're going to be the next Kimberly. I think you're going to be like, I don't know. The Chicken Man, Angela, and Kimberly combined. That's what I think. And the chicken man, not the niceness of him, just the obsession with chickens.
Rayne will be the first American staying in my house. I'm excited about it.
That won't last long, I assure you. Not because this lady's visiting you, but because you're on 90 Day Fiancé.
My name's Loren, 33 years old, and I live in Las Vegas.
And this is Loren. He feels best when he makes other people happy. And by making other people happy, he means that he gets a significant other and then he cheats on them without them knowing. He's the only person that knows he's in an open relationship. So this guy is not a potential horrible person. He is a horrible person. But I don't know why. I really like him. Maybe it's his extravagant personality, but something about him I like, even though I know he's a horrible person.
I was being told that I was like the gay kid or the weird kid, but I don't consider myself gay at all.
He's homeless. He doesn't find himself gay at all. I believe he's in the closet, but how can you be in the closet when you're homeless? I'm just joking. He calls himself a gynosexual. That's basically, he's interested in trans women. He likes women with penises. No men. He doesn't like men. He doesn't like women with vaginas, only women with penises. That's his type. And I'm not here to kink shame. I don't give a shit. Do what you want. Have sex with whoever you want. But come on, man. Don't say that you're not gay and then say something like this.
Because a penis is much more fun to play with. So I downloaded 2 Filipino dating apps, and almost instantly I connected with Faith.
So this is the guy that Loren's dating, and he's cheating on her. I like this person. I don't know why. I don't think she's a potentially horrible person either. I think she just wants to find love, and she refers to herself as a lady boy, and I just can't get that term out my head. Anytime she's like, I'm a lady boy, that means I'm a lady with boy parts. Whatever floats her boat. I don't give a shit. You could be a dude with 2 titties, a dick, and a vagina. And I'd still be like, high five, bro, or ma'am, or whatever the hell you want to be called. Because in the end of the day, it doesn't hurt me what these 2 people do on their own time. It will hurt everybody around them. Like, I'm pretty sure Loren's family and friends are not too happy. Maybe they are. Who knows? Maybe they're like, God, let's finally get rid of Loren. He's so annoying. He just shows up. Even his dude said that he just shows up and doesn't leave. So maybe that's the type of guy Loren is. He's just a leech. He comes up, he gets all your money because he has his ex pay for his stuff, and then he gets out of Dodge. He's like, peace, I'm going to the Philippines.
I don't know how Faith is going to react, especially if she wants to come to America, and I can't afford to support her here.
I was thinking about this for a while, and he's like, if she wants to come to America. And then in another clip, we see her, and she makes it clear that she wants to come to America. So, I don't know if this relationship's gonna work. Like, Faith is really happy because she found somebody who is not embarrassed to be with a trans person. But this dude, he's just broke, and he's like, I can make a way better life in the Philippines being broke than I can in America being broke. And to that I say, touche, you might be right. So Loren does something very stupid to get ready for his move to the Philippines. I don't even know how to explain it. I think it's better if I just show you. So this is what he does in preparation for the heat, the humidity, and all that stuff in the Philippines.
Right now in this pot, it's shrimp, sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, we got garlic.
Nothing weird there. I guess he's just making some Filipino food.
I'm practicing my cooking of Filipino food.
So wait, why are you cooking in the bathroom?
Oh, God. So, yes, he's cooking Filipino food in the bathroom. He's cooking shrimp and shit in the bathroom. Can you imagine, like, you just come home from work, and then you're like, God, I gotta take a pee after a long, hard day at work. You walk in there, and it just smells like Filipino shrimp. Like, it's just, woof. Like, and for days. We're not just talking about that one day. We're talking about an extended period of time. That room is going to stink. Or just all the particles that are flying around in that room. Just, it disgusts me. And I'm sort of a germaphobe. So whenever I think about people cooking in the bathroom, the first thing I think about is just, I don't know, particles flying in the food. Maybe it doesn't happen, but God, it's just the thought in my head. It's so gross.
So do you just sit in a hot room, or?
No, I'm not just gonna sit here. I'm gonna do some exercises.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here. What do you think? I'm weird? No, I'm gonna cook, make food, and eat the food, and then I'm gonna take a gnarly shit right there after the food's done, or maybe before the food's done. Just depends when the shit hits me. So after all that hard work, how did it turn out? You don't look like you're enjoying that. Why are you eating it with the shell on? Do most people eat shrimp with the shell on? I always have them de-pilled. I mean, I know you can, because I mean, there's such a thing as like a soft shell or something. Is that what he did? Did he cook it long enough for that?
Shell takes a lot longer to chew.
I guess that answers my question. Maybe he didn't. Whatever floats your boat, man. Eat what you want.
So I don't think Faith really could hear what you guys were saying, but I don't know. Sometimes she gets jealous when you talk about other girls.
Did she think you got exclusive?
I mean, we don't really talk about it.
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Loren is a horrible person. He's not a potentially horrible person. He is a horrible person. His partner is already saying, I love you. They're sharing I love yous. You don't do this to somebody who loves you, man. You just don't. That's rude. That's rude. It's not just rude, it's betrayal. It's heartbreaking. It's horrible. You don't find somebody that you're in love with, and then, it's just so messed up. And then he's just so nonchalant, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're in an open relationship. Does she know that? Come on, dude. I knew this world was messed up. I remember with an ex a long time ago, when I first asked her out, she was like, you mean like exclusive? And I never heard of that before. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah?
But I know him and I can read his body language, and like, he's scared. Like, I see the scared little boy.
So we have our scared little boy on an adventure for love. I really hope it works out for him. I don't know why. He has this dumbass charm to him, and I feel bad for him, even though he's horrible. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, He's a piece of shit, yeah. But, come on, man. I feel like he's our piece of shit now. Loren, just be happy. Stop cheating on people. Be upfront to begin with, and then you'd be a good guy. That's all you have to do, is be upfront to begin with. Don't hide things. Let's introduce our next potentially horrible person, and that's Tigerlily. You do know that this is before the 90 days and not MILF Manor, right? I mean, I'm just letting you know, just in case you stumbled on the wrong TLC set. MILF Manor, you were supposed to take a left. 90 days, you were supposed to take a right. But I don't blame you, because you're blonde and you were supposed to be on MILF Manor, so of course you got directions messed up. So you probably went this way, and then when you went that way, they were like, hey, you're here for the show, right? Who's your love interest? And she's like, I don't know, man. They're like, it's fine. We have this list of potential love interests for you. Which one do you want to marry? Okay, this lady's story is interesting. I'll have her explain it instead of me just telling it all out at the beginning. But first, let's watch this idiot do something stupid.
There are certain facets of life that I do like to live luxuriously in, and they are like health conscious. How much is it?
It's $26,500.
26,000. I thought it was 28,600. Oh my God. Okay. So here she says she only buys things which are health conscious, and then she buys a $26,000 watch. Girl, you don't have to flex in front of us. We're sitting down in our shitty couches watching 90 Days. You don't have to show how much better your life is, because trust me, it's gonna get a whole lot worse. So I'm there for that. Oh my God, $26,000 for a watch? What's so health conscious about that? Oh my God, look, I can tell time. It's time to take my vitamins. Thank God I bought this $26,000 watch. Why would a watch ever be $26,000? What the hell, man? I have a cell phone. It tells time on its own. I don't need no stinking watch. I need an Apple Watch. That shit's cheaper, and it gets my heart rate. And then it can tell that I'm about to have a fucking heart attack from hearing how big that price was. Jesus. Health conscious. This lady's an idiot. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. She just wants to go overseas to get married to some guy the first day she meets him. Oh, whoops, idiot!
I think that you can tell a lot about a person from their handwriting.
So this lady says that she can tell all this stuff from a person's handwriting, whether they're a serial killer, you've heard it all. Like, why? It doesn't matter. And then he writes her a letter. It's like, lady, I want you to decipher my handwriting. If you're watching this, reach out to me. I want to write a letter and you tell me what it sounds like I am. If it sounds like I'm crazy, or if it sounds like she's just gonna be like, this just says you're bored all the time. And I'll be like, too frickin' shay. But I don't know, I don't believe in all that stuff. Your penmanship could be anything. I don't believe that it tells anything about you other than, unless if you just really have bad penmanship and you work really hard to make it look nice like I do, that's about it. Yeah, but even then, who writes anymore? Nobody writes notes anymore. Are you kidding me? I'd rather type you out an email besides write you a note. Yeah. Psst. And he's like, oh, what does it say about me? And she's like, oh, he puts the long swing on the Y, so that means that he's really energetic, but he crosses his T's in a certain way, and that means he's racist.
So the day that I meet him, we're getting married. Why?
That's what we're saying. Why? Why do you have to marry him the moment you meet him? Okay, I get it. I know why. It's because of the guy's religion. They're not allowed to date people. They're not allowed to be in the same room with a female unless if they're married. But aren't y'all already dating online? I mean, is that like a workaround? Is it a cheat? I don't know. I think your God would look at it and be like, hey man, this guy's trying to play the system. I know in their culture, it's usually like blind marriages, like a blind date, but a blind marriage. It's like, for a blind date, you're just gonna have one bad night. For a blind marriage, you're gonna have an eternity of bad nights. I can't even imagine. And then if y'all aren't compatible at all in any way possible, it's like y'all are just gonna start bickering, and then what? I had a friend who was actually Muslim, and he got into an arranged marriage, and then it depressed him until he finally had a divorce, and he was just done with it. He was like, okay, I'm like, his parents were trying to set him up again. He's like, no, there's no way. I'm not going through that again. And understandable. Nobody wants their parents to pick out the mate that they're going to be with for the rest of their life.
What about your money? How are you going to protect yourself? I mean, he could have more money than me.
I extremely doubt it. This lady is so funny. So she broke up with her ex-husband because he was too controlling, and now she's gonna go to Jordan. Just remember, the conservative city of Jordan, to be with a Muslim man. And, you know, she doesn't think, maybe I might be stepping into one controlling relationship into another controlling relationship. Does that cross her mind at all?
My ex-husband was super controlling, and I wasn't able to have friends and be social. So my service providers became my friends.
So your ex-husband was so controlling that you couldn't have friends, you couldn't do anything, and now you're getting with somebody who's on the opposite end of the world to not have friends and not do anything.
Cruz and I are going to Jordan with Tigerlily for moral support.
So you're bringing your woo girls with you? Like, oh my God, Dee, you just don't know. Of course I'm bringing my woo girls with me because I'm going to Jordan. Jordan loves woo girls. You just don't understand because you're not from the suburbs. You're goddamn right I don't understand.
I've seen like the major struggle that she dealt with being in a toxic relationship.
She only has one smart friend, that's it. Anyway, this lady's kind of boring. I don't give a shit about Tigerlily. She doesn't seem like a potentially horrible person. I think she's just dumb. She's stupid, she's naive, and she's gonna do the same exact thing that she did before with her ex-husband. She's just dropping into another controlling relationship. And I'm not saying this guy's controlling. I mean, I am, but I'm just saying it's the culture she's stepping into, and I don't think she researched the culture, because if she did, then she'd definitely know that women are not, you know, they're not equal, they're not even above, or they're not even near anywhere the top. They're below. They might even be below the children, or they're on par with the children. They're somewhere there, or they might be just above the children because they take care of the children. But guarantee if there's a man child, not a man child, if there's a boy, then maybe the dynamic would shift. You know, it's a whole different culture. You find out so much watching this. And the fact that she's getting married the moment that they meet, that's not a red flag to you. That's a total red flag for me. Lady, get out. Run while you still can. Whatever. Actually, I don't care. Get married. It'll be entertaining to us. It'll suck for you. But I don't give a shit about Tigerlily, so let's just stop talking to her for this episode. This is our next potentially horrible person, and this guy, I don't know, something about his looks. He just looks like a pure grade asshole. I hate him already. I can tell he's gonna be sleazy as crap. He's gonna be the worst person imaginable. Just take one look at him. He's in a wheelchair. Whoops. Is it too late to take any of that stuff back that I said? No? Okay, then I'm gonna double down. I don't care that he's in a wheelchair. This guy sucks. And I'm gonna show you why he sucks while we watch this episode. I have this big feeling that this is gonna be the biggest asshole on this show. Trust me. Just trust me.
There was two guys waiting for me as I come home. One guy crosses the street, comes to my car, tells me to get out, I got a gun.
Okay, let me guess. You got shot. Of course. Okay, if somebody's carjacking you, you have two options. You can fight back, or you can just get the hell out of there. You can run away. He can't run anymore because he's in a wheelchair. But back then, he could have ran, but he didn't. And you know why? You want to know why? Because he's hiding a secret. He tells us later that he has a secret. So he's not telling us the full story of this. He makes it all sound sad. Oh, there's these two people jacking my car, and then one had a gun. But I was Mr. Tough Man, and I stood up to him. And I was like, don't you dare do that. And then I got shot. Maybe I'm being too much of a dick, but I feel it in my heart that this guy's horrible. I can feel it. So please just bear with me. By the 4th or 5th episode, we will all agree that this guy's the shittiest possible person on the planet Earth.
But I'm happy that I went through everything.
I'll take a lie for 100. Do you think he's really happy he went through everything, or do you think he's just happy that he kicked his cocaine habit? Oh, sorry, did I say cocaine habit? I'm sorry. I just read a police report that he was in trouble for cocaine a lot. Maybe he could do cocaine on that thing. It must be hard to break up lines with those hands that don't work, though. And his feet, you see his feet, they're always pop, 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 pop. Whenever he does that cocaine, you can tell because his feet are double speed. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, I'm done making fun of paralyzed people. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of paralyzed people. I'm making fun of a paralyzed person, and just this one guy, because I have a feeling, and he's on 90 Day Fiancé. Nobody gets on 90 Day Fiancé because they're a good person.
But Brazilian women, they're much more open to disability. So I've had several relationships in Brazil. But after a few devastating breakups and even a failed marriage.
Okay, he's downplaying this. This dude is the master of downplaying everything. A few relationships and then a few broken, he's had multiple engagements. He's had tons of different relationships. This guy is red flagged all over. So, wheelchair man, he plays wheelchair games with his friends. And all these people are probably better people than he is. Not at the game, but just mentally and at life. I find out way too much information about Brian that I never want to know. We find out all about how they have sex and how people in wheelchairs, just stuff that we don't want to know. I mean, So basically, we learn that he cannot do the O. He can't finish. If he finishes, it gives him a big headache, and he just starts spasming more, and he might die. I spasm when I do my O, but I don't die. Sorry, that's dumb.
I put a Viagra under a pillow. I put a Viagra under an alarm clock. I put a Viagra in the room.
I put Viagra in my butthole just in case, but it doesn't taste as good. But then sometimes, whenever I can't reach my butt, I make sure I put Viagra in my pee hole, and then sometimes I can't get that either, so then I just have to put Viagra in my 2 nostrils. But sometimes, there's a funny joke, and then I snort, and then I accidentally snort the pills up, and then I'm walking around with a boner all day. Sorry, not walking, I'm rolling. So now we have Brian's daughter going to pick him up from the airport to drive him there. And it's so funny because you can just see it in her face that she's just tired of all this.
Now I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? You think it's because, like, you're tired of going?
Listen, honey, you don't think I know what I'm doing? Dad, of course not. This is like the 100th time you've done it. How dare you bring that up? This time's different. That's what you said last time. Yeah, but this time I'm serious. It's gonna be different. I hate you, Dad. What? 106.34. Look at this lady's face. This says it all. She is fed up with this dude's shit. I'm telling you, Brian is a potential horrible person. He brings his family through all this shit time and time again. This isn't her first time dropping him off. This is probably easily the 20th time, maybe. She is so tired of it. She's just like, come on, Dad. You're going way too fast, and you're in a wheelchair.
My carjacking was not some random event. There's a lot more to the story.
Well, of course there's a lot more to the story. We all know that. I know that. You know that. And this is just another thing of him hiding away the bad things he's done. So just bring it all out. Tell us, how shitty were you and how shitty are you? And I believe people can change. I believe people can be shitty and then become cool later in life. I don't think this is the case for this guy. I think he was shitty, and then this happened. And yeah, of course, he's looking at this positive outlook, which might all be fake. I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that he's not happy this happened to him, but he's probably happy that he's sober. If he is, I'm guessing he is. I don't know. I just can feel it. I can feel it, and my feelings are usually never wrong about this. I can spot a piece of shit when I see him. Like usually when I'm at work, I'm like, this guy's gonna be a piece of shit. I'll still be nice to him. They end up being a piece of shit. Or I'm like, this person's nice. They usually end up being nice. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like, I got third eye or I'm like, you know, psychic or something. I just have these feelings about people just watching them. Like, just look at this guy's face. Does this guy's face tell you that he's happy or not? No, not at all. This guy looks miserable. Look at him. Look. He looks sad. He looks depressed. His eyes are all like, ugh. He looks like he's forming into Frankenstein. I don't know, man. He just doesn't look happy. Ugh. So these are potentially horrible people on the before the 90 days. I always want to call this 90 day the other way because it seems like they're all going somewhere, but it's not. It's the before the 90 days. The other spinoff. How many spinoffs do we have now? How many shows are going on? I remember when there used to be like downtimes between seasons. Now it's just one season ends, another season starts, 2 seasons start going on at the same time, and it just doesn't stop. What's after this? Are we gonna do 90 Day Subterranean? 90 Day The Leper Colony? That would actually be pretty cool and I'd watch it. Okay. Well, we still have more people coming in the next few episodes that we haven't seen yet. And the second episode is already out. So for that, I'm sorry. I'm going to work really hard to get the second episode done and get it out to y'all. This is just the first episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this little look at, commentary, recap, review, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, I hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did. I'm not going to enjoy editing because this video is going to be long as heck. But dang it. We all had a good time, and we can have plenty more. So this is Dee-man Johnson III. Remind you that I'm proud of you, and you're doing a great job wherever you're at. So just keep it up and be awesome, y'all. Peace, 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 peace.